championship showdown between the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, so here he is, the #1 welterweight contender, getting set to challenge for the UFC's 170-pound title. Took a long winning streak in many years for him to realize this opportunity. He is not taking it lightly. He has said all here during fight week he's appreciative of this opportunity, but he is confident he is going to maximize it and leave as not just a contender, but a UFC champion. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, and in a division that has so much depth in that top 15, it's even more remarkable that this man has remained the hunted. The question tonight, with a powerful challenger out of that blue corner, can he walk away and still? Tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 14 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the challenger, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
The fighters touch him up.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, here we go with round 1. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent.
Right.
If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Lands a switch knee.
Muay Thai flop. Yet another knee landed there by Kamaru Usman.
big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get to his hips. He never allows his opponent to get to his hips. And because of that, he's been safe.
Back and forth we go.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Masvidal's got the tie clenched. Let's see what he can do with it. So just over 20 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Good volume of knees here by Usman. Oh, that is a killer jab there from Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Big picture, might be the best boxer on this roster.
I mean, he may just be the best boxer on this roster from Miami, Florida. Cuban heritage, a guy that personifies Miami, and he's putting on a Miami-type performance tonight. Flashy and beautiful. Great job by Jorge. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Usman's uppercut to the head. That one, though, blocked by the defense. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, and he lands yet another uppercut. So those strikes have come in bunches tonight, really starting to find some consistency with it.
He's finding consistency because he knows that that is a strike that he can find at any time. He's so confident in finding that uppercut that it's landing over
Usman
and over.
gets the takedown, could be big here. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes to your opponent.
5 minutes in the books. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, collar tie. Lands flush with that right hand. Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Got the single collar tie.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
So we call on the fight stats here. These are unofficial, but strong numbers. 46 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. He's landing at a 54% clip tonight against Kamaru Usman. Ooh! Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC. And that was on full display when he beat Nate. Nice takedown land.
This is exactly what he needed to get a takedown and secure the position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter. Now into his mount.
2 minutes to go in the round. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Usman's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Gamebred. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still sitting evenly matched, and the fight has been so close to this point.
Nice little kickboxing exchange there from the welterweight champ, Kamaru Usman.
Usman's another one of those guys that came in as a wrestler, has turned into a great striker, which has led him to become the UFC champion. Nice strike. Look at the force behind that leg kick.
And a nice left. Strike there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, less than 3 minutes to go now in round number 3. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get pushed out.
A huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
The numbers 122 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. Well, essentially landing 2 out of every 3 strike attempts, 66%. The accuracy rate against Jorge Masvidal.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
And he defends yet another takedown. Seemingly every takedown attempt that has been tried has been stuffed. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting...
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally, probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. he's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically.
Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. All right, single collar tie now.
Big elbow.
Nice punch, man, over the top.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Oh, big left hand there. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
That's a great punch. Does a lot of damage if you can hit him in the body that clean.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. Oh! Lands a big elbow there. Knee to the body. Ooh, blocks the shot. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Usman's back to the side control now. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. You can really limit the mobility of your
Double-leg
opponent.
takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Back to the feet now. He blocks the punch. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. All right, so let us see who has enough left to finish this fight. I'm looking at 2 fighters who are on the verge of gassing out.
I mean, they have done, oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. 3 minutes now to go to decide this one. Nice hammer fist. Gamebred getting pounded, something fierce by these ground and pound hammer fists. He's got to find a way to score him out. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
You go down as another takedown attempt lands.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. You can take armbar now.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Oh, now he's in trouble. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
And ladies and gentlemen, there he is, a man that needs no introduction, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, and your winner tonight by way of spectacular submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Jorge Masvidal.
Well, he came in a confident #1 contender. He leaves as the undisputed best welterweight in the world, and I say that because he didn't just come in here and wrest the belt away from the champion. He submitted the guy, and rather emphatically. So you're looking at him, that is the new UFC welterweight.